Noob's Jenny here. I've been away for a little while, and I've got planned to do some videos for some AK Interactive stuff I bought. So I've got a paint set, couple of paint sets, the AK Interactive rubber wheel set, which is real nice. They've got a couple of different colors to give different effects to different wheel types. So new ones, old ones, a couple of different dry brushes, dry brush options to make your tires look damaged and old. Yeah, they're really good for tank tracks. And I'm got quite a few filters from AK Interactive from a local hobby store, and I'm really enjoying using them compared to washers from G Dubs. And yeah, I'm currently working on some Team Yankee stuff. I've done some work on my Africa core, but I just got distracted. I get distracted pretty easily. I've got some Dark Elder that I'm also working on my spare time, or Drukari, depending on how many copyright laws you want to break. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with how a lot of that stuff's going. I just got the Team Yankee starter, so I've got some T80s and T64s that I'm working on. I'm really enjoying it, and I think they're looking pretty good so far. But this is what I've been working on. So a long time ago, I bought some Austrians from the Perrys, and I've just been sitting on them for ages. And I hadn't really done anything to them, so I just thought I'd just throw up some video about like how they're all going. And I think they're going okay. I think they're going pretty okay. I've done my first Hussar. Unfortunately, the glue that I used for him isn't really playing ball. So he isn't sitting 100% perfectly, and he will need to be quick shaded, but I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, it's a real simple job. I'm not going to do highlights or anything on him. I just want to keep it simple. And yeah, it's this guy is from the. I based him off this guy here, Kaiser Franz. I think that uniform. I think that looks real great. He's obviously not finished yet. There's still quite a bit of work that needs to be done on him, but I'm pretty happy with how he's turned out. Hussars, they're not too bad to paint. I mean, they're a little tricky, I have to say. They're harder to paint than, say, these guys over here. These guys are my cuirassiers, working on them at the moment. They're not too bad. I mean, they are a bit fiddly, but like, I think the trick to painting Napoleonics definitely is just batch painting. So, like with these guys, if you can see here, I've done all the cross belts, and then I've done, they're all off-white from Vallejo because my Corax white decided to die. But, you know, so did all the cross belts and all the figures, did all the flesh on all the figures, corn red, and then probably next I'll do rifles, and then I'll do backpacks and ETC a bit later on. But overall, yeah, no, the Perry figures are quite nice. These guys, I would say, are a little bit easier. These guys are a lot easier to paint than Russians, because like you're only with these guys, you're only doing like everything here is almost one solid color. A little bit like French infantry and greatcoats. It cuts down the amount of colors you have to put on. So I would say if I was say, I mean, take what you want to say from like take what I have to say with a grain of salt. But if I was say interested in starting Napoleonic black powder stuff, I mean, your options are like you could go British, you could go French. I reckon Austrians are a pretty good choice. They have a lot of plastic options now, and the uniform's like one of the more simpler ones, and you don't have to worry about, unit. I've mentioned that in one of my older videos. You don't have to worry about like, oh, this is a specific unit for this specific thing. So, like as in grenadiers or like the French skirmish dudes, you don't have to worry about them with these guys as much. They're just straight up line infantry, and the Austrians had giant units of line, so you're all good. Oh yeah, here's my general. Um, yeah, he's a bit rough, but he obviously needs tidying up and basing and stuff. But I think so far, so he looks all right. I mean, yeah, he's a bit rough as guts, but yeah, once I get some more details on him, should be all goods. But yeah, no, I've done that. That will give me about 6 stands of infantry, I think it is, because there's 24 in that line, and then I'm just going to glue them on, and then do the extra bits here and there. But yeah, I'm also so it's I'm also thinking about yeah. There's also like near me, there's like a Flames of War place, and they've got some pretty cool stuff on the horizon too. Like they've got the new Italian stuff from Flames of War, which I think is real cool. So I'm kind of weighing up my options about getting some stuff to do over Easter and whatnot. But I'm really happy with how these guys are going, definitely. And I'm hoping to maybe look at doing some like weathering on the horses, like chucking some muddy ground from AK, and yeah, I think that will look really cool. But yeah, yeah. So happy painting, guys. I'm really enjoying getting back to painting some Napoleonics just for a little bit of a break. Because I mean, the thing is that it doesn't like once you've set up a production line similar to this, focus on 2 details at a time, 2 or 3 details. You can get through 24 figures. So if I'm doing one of these guys, if I'm just doing cross belts, that's 24 cross belts painted. If I do the red bits, that's the trim. That's what 24 bits of red trim done. So it cuts down the amount of painting time. If you're doing one figure at a time, I don't know how long a figure would take you, but it would take a long, long time. It would drive you mad. So I would not recommend, particularly with Napoleonics, like you want to power through them. I'm hoping to try and track down some people for some black powder games. I don't have a rule book yet, and I'm thinking later on this year picking up a black powder starter set because I wouldn't mind getting into some French and do like late war French and focus on like Leipzig. So I reckon that would be real fun. But anyway, stay safe, everybody, and I'll throw up hopefully over the weekend those AK interactive videos, show some other stuff that I've been working on, and yeah. So yeah, I'll catch you later, team, and you guys have a good rest of the week. It's Tuesday here, so roll on Wednesday, roll on Thursday, and then it's a public holiday Friday, so because it's Good Friday. So yeah, you guys stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.